Welcome to Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Today, we are looking at one of the group of animals that are very small and without bones in their body. Please come along with me.
Eko Learners Support, a support program of the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education for WAEC and NECO candidates.
We are looking at the kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia, which is popularly referred to as kingdom animal or animal kingdom, where you and I belongs to. This is our lesson objective. At the end of this lesson, each and every one of us should be able to state some characteristics of the kingdom Animalia. Then we should be able to mention some major phyla. Remember, phyla is plural, phylum is singular. Major phyla in the animal kingdom. Then identify organisms that belong to each phyla. Let's go along. Then these are characteristics of the kingdom Animalia. Characteristics of animal. We have done characteristics of plants before. Characteristics of animal. I have here, they are multicellular. Means they are made up of more than one cell. They are heterotrophic. One of the reasons why we are animal is because we cannot make our own food. In the past, amoeba was grouped as animal because it cannot make its own food. That's why it is animal. Heterotrophic nutrition. Nutrition in which we depend on others for our food. Then our ability to move and respond to stimulus. We are different, animals are different from plants because we can move and we can respond to any change in our environment. Plants do not move, but they respond to specific stimulus in their isolatory form. The next one, they possess nervous system and sensory organ. These systems are the systems that make us adjust to the environment. The nervous system of our brain that allow us to sense what changes happen in our environment. Then they lack cell wall. In their cell, there is no cell wall and plastic. There is no colored pigment in animal cell. But in plant cell, there are cell wall and plastic. One of the reasons why plants has a cell wall is because they cannot move. They need something to give them support. Because we can escape danger, we don't need the cell wall in our cell. But plants, they cannot escape, so they need something to protect them. Then they have excretory and sensory organ. Excretory organ to remove waste from our body. The next one is they reproduce generally bisexual. Sexually, that means there is need for male and female. There are few animals, maybe the primitive animals, that reproduce asexually. Then they obtain energy by consuming others. By feeding on other animals, that is how we get the energy for our basic metabolism, for our growth, for our development, for respiration. We feed on other organisms. Human, we can feed on goats, we can feed on grasses to get our energy. Goats will always feed on grasses to get its energy. The kingdom Animalia is divided into two subgroups. We have the subphylum Invertebrata or non-chordata, means they lack backbone or they lack notochord. The second one is vertebrata or chordata. For purpose of exam, WAEC and NECO now accept chordata as the phylum for animal kingdom. But in case you are confused, you don't know how to write the chordata, please stay with vertebrata. Vertebrata are animal with backbone, while invertebrata are animal without backbone or vertebrate. Vertebrate and invertebrate. But once we are dealing with classification, we stay biological term, invertebrata and vertebrata. Then animal can also be divided. These are examples of animal under vertebrates and invertebrates. Most vertebrates are warm-blooded. That means at every point in time, they keep their body temperature constant. Human beings, birds belong to this group. Cold-blooded, those ones that they can raise their body temperature according to their environment. We have our fish, we have our frog, they belong to this group. Then invertebrates, those that have jointed leg and those without legs. Our cockroaches, our insects or mosquito, they belong to those that have jointed legs. And those without leg, our earthworm, our tapeworm belong to this group. Then animal can also be grouped under these three categories: body symmetry, body design, and body cavity. In terms of body symmetry, it means how can the body be divided along its axis. When the body cannot be divided at all to give any part, we say this type of symmetry. This type of symmetry is called asymmetry. When the body can be divided from any angle along its axis, we say they are radially symmetrical. That means anyhow you divide the body, it will give you equal parts. Then the other part is bilateral symmetry. Bi means two, that the body can only be divided along a single plane to give equal sides. Example of animals that are asymmetrical, we have the sponges. Example of those that are radial symmetrical, we have our jellyfish or hydra. All other group of animals belong to the bilateral symmetrical body. The next one is body design. The body is designed to the cellular level, tissue level, organ level, and organ system. Some classification still go further to say we have those that are sac-like and those that are tube-like. Sac-like means they have one opening. Tube-like means they have two openings. Still the same body design. Then we have body cavity. The body cavity is the space within our body, and this cavity is what we refer to as xylem. One of the important things that make multicellular animal grow very well and develop new structure is the xylem. The xylem is the body cavity. So according to body cavity, animal can also be divided into three. We have the acoelomates, we have the pseudocoelomates, and we have the coelomates. The acoelomates are those animals without body cavity. Pseudocoelomates are those ones with false body cavity. They don't have true body cavity. Then coelomates are the one with true body cavity. Acoelomates are animal. Example is our sponges. They don't have true body cavity. Pseudocoelomates, example is hydra. They have false body cavity. Then coelomates, man. We are example of coelomate animal with true body cavity. Our earthworm has true body cavity. The next one is invertebrate. These are examples of our major invertebrates that we have. Then these are group of invertebrates we have. We have the phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Nematoda, phylum Annelida, phylum Mollusca, phylum Echinodermata, phylum Arthropoda. The Arthropoda has different classes. It's the only group that has 4 other classes. Class Insecta, Arachnida, Crustacea, and Neuropoda. Example of Porifera is your sponges. For those of you that watch cartoon very well, this SpongeBob SquarePants is an example of a sponge. Then we have Coelenterata, we have our hydra, we have a jellyfish, and we have sea anemone. Then Platyhelminthes, the flatworms. The popular one is tapeworm that reside within our body. Then the roundworm, those ones are commonly where we can vomit or pass through our feces. Those are roundworm. We have different types: round, hookworm, guinea worm. Then we Annelida, our popular earthworm. Then mollusca, we have the snail, the octopus, Echinodermata, starfish. Then arthropoda, we have our cockroaches, we we have our spider, we have our centipede, and we have our crayfish. These are few characteristics of the phylum Porifera. They are primitive, are multicellular, and they are basically aquatic. These are examples of the phylum Porifera. The next one is phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria. These are few characteristics. They are radially symmetrical. That means they can be cut along any axis to give equal parts. They possess sting cells which they use to capture their prey while they are feeding. And they have a lot of tentacles for capturing their prey while they are feeding. And they have these classes: class Andresia, class Kyphosia, and class Anthozoa. These are few examples. Basically, they reside at the bottom of the ocean. These are few examples. The next one is phylum Platyhelminthes. They are flat and tiny body. They are bilateral symmetrical. That means they can be divided along their axis into two parts. And they have no digestive system. They have just one single opening. The other ones we have done before, they have just one opening, which make them as sac-like body design. These are examples of our flatworm. We have the fluke worm, we have the planaria, and we have the tapeworm. The planaria is the only one among all the group of platyhelminthes that do not cause any serious parasitic disease or do not cause parasitic disease. Is free living because it resides inside the soil without causing any serious disease. That's why it is free living. All other ones are known parasites of man and his domestic animal. The next one is phylum Nematoda, the liver flukes, our roundworms, that they are not known to cause any serious disease except when their population is more in our body. They are thread-like and cylindrical in body shape. They are also bilateral symmetrical. They have alimentary canal. Development of two body layer starts with this group, phylum Nematoda. The next group in which development of system started is the phylum Nematoda, which include our popular earthworm. They have three body layers. Development of three body layers starts with the annelida, the endoderm, the mesoderm, and the ectoderm. So development of complex body structure starts with this group. The next group is, we'll stop at this earthworm for now. Let's look at this, our practice question. These three characteristics of kingdom Animalia: state importance of xylem to animal, differentiate between invertebrate and vertebrate. Then we are to complete this table with 5 major phyla in the animal kingdom. Give you few seconds or few minutes to go over this practice question. When I come back, we'll preview it together. Welcome back. I hope you are able to go through some of these practice questions. The first one says, list characteristics of kingdom Animalia. These are some of the characteristics. They are multicellular, they are eukaryotic, that means they have definite nucleus. They are heterotrophic, they cannot make their own food. They have ability to move and respond to stimulus. They lack cell wall and plastid. So these are few characteristics of animal. Once you think as human being, you look at the animal around you, what are the things you can see on their body? These are the basic characteristics you can list. The next question is, state importance of xylem to animal. The xylem allows growth and development because it's the space within our body. So it allows all to expand. So that is the growth and development. It allows the fluid inside it allowed for transportation of oxygen and waste products. Then the body wall, and gut wall. They can work. For example, our stomach and different organs can work on their own because each of them has a space for them to perform their duty because of the presence of the xylem in our body. The next one says differentiate between invertebrate and vertebrate. The basic definition is that invertebrates do not have backbone, while vertebrate has backbone. The backbone is what we call vertebrae. The bone at the back that starts from the back base of our neck down to the waist are what we call the backbone or vertebral column. The next question says we should fill the table with different group, with different phylum. An example. Then I have here the phylum Porifera. Example is sponges. I have here phylum Cnidaria. Example here is Hydra, sea anemone or jellyfish. We have the Platyhelminthes. We have the tapeworm and liver fluke. Please, spellings are very, very important in biology. So as you are writing, make sure you get the spelling correctly. We have the phylum Nematoda. We have the phylum Annelida. Nematoda example is roundworm. Phylum Annelida, where example is earthworm. We have phylum Arthropoda. Example is our scorpion, spider, centipede. Then Echinodermata. Their body is made up of spine. Example is our starfish or sea urchin. And the last one is the phylum Chordata. We have the fish, frog, bird, and man. The Arthropoda is one of the largest group of animals and the most successful group in the animal kingdom. One reason why they are so successful is because they have short reproductive life cycle and they can live in almost any habitat. A cockroach can lay its egg on your clothes and you can take it to other country and they survive there. So basically, arthropod has been known to live in almost all known habitat around. So that is why they are one of the most successful and the largest in the animal kingdom. This is where we are going to stop today. For feedback, comments, and more explanation, feel free to get back to us on our social media handles that will be displayed on the screen. Thank you.
Acing your WAEC and NECO examinations has been made easy by the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education with the Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO Candidates television program. Join seasoned teachers as they take you through these core subjects: mathematics, English language, physics, chemistry, and biology, targeting the exact syllabus of WAEC and NECO. Watch Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates on this station. Learners can also connect with Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates through these social media platforms to access more educational content and give their feedback. Eko Learners Support for WAEC and NECO candidates. Pass your examinations with flying colors.